What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about how to do some adjustments on this carburetor. This particular one here is a 750 CFM, and this one is a Holley brand. All the cars pretty much work similar. This is a double pumper here, so it's a little bit different with adjustments. But I'm going to kind of explain to you right now so you kind of get where I'm coming from. So to start out with adjusting these carburetors, okay, there are, on this one here, right here, this one has 4 of these. One in here, one in the back, same on the different side, one in the front, one in the back. Screw those all the way in and screw them out 1.5 holes, all 4. So that right there should get the car started. After the car started and running, there is a screw right behind here. You're gonna see it. It's got a spring on it, okay? You're gonna wanna play with that. You can either screw it in, screw it out, but you're gonna wanna kinda like raise the RPMs a little bit so you can, like I said, do some adjustments on it. Once you do that, this screw right here, it's got a spring on it as well. This one has like a purple looking spring on it. That right there, okay? You see this little piece on the bottom of it? This little piece right here should move kind of freely, but you wanted to touch this, but you wanted to be able to move. This one needs to be adjusted. There's a screw here that turns, and there's a screw at the bottom. Hold this screw while you turn this screw right here. In this case with mine, I'm gonna wanna loosen it up just a tad so I can move that around. And that right there, what it does is it controls the throttle and how much fuel is being dumped in there. So basically when I fire this car up, it's taking a lot more throttle to start the car because of that adjustment's off. Okay, so like I said, with that, you want it to be just touching, but be able to wiggle it around, the little gold piece on the bottom of it. Once you do all of that, you can play with the idle mixture screws, the 4 screws I told you about in the beginning. Whatever you do, you want to make sure with however many turns you do after the whole turn and a half turn, you want to do that, repeat that on all 4. Everything has to be even for the car to run right, okay? Then after you do all of that, you can go back to the screw that's behind the throttle, and then you can adjust that where you want it. You may want the engine to run higher RPM, you may want it to run lower RPM, but basically that's how you're going to get your RPM where you want it with that one. After you finish all of your adjustments, you're going to want to open the throttle up quite a bit, like I said, to make it set like it should. So you can either, do it under the hood, you can do it from in the vehicle, or you could even drive the car and just, open it up. So make sure you do that. If the carburetor is new, you should have no problems at all with it. If it's a used car, you may have some problems with it, just depending on, if it's any good or whatever the case may be. So be mindful of that. If it's a new car, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But if it's used, you may have a couple of issues or whatnot. But other than that, like I said, that's how you start off with adjusting the car. If you guys like the video, let me know. We can go more into detail on some other ways that you can adjust the carburetor. We can go as far as this right here. This is the float bowl, and this screw right here will cause it's a float in the inside of this, so you can make that go down and up. It's a window on the other side of that, and you can look in there and you can tell where the float is, if it's up or low, front and back. Also, you can change out the needle and seat with these. You can fit bigger ones in there, smaller ones in there, if need be. This all depends on your application and what you're using it for. Let's see. Oh, jets. You can change out the jets. You can put bigger jets in it. It's a lot of other things that you can do with these carburetors. I mean, trust me, it's a lot you can do. I've even seen people take, like, for example, this is a Holley. I've seen people take like a Holley and take the bowl off of this Holley and put a quick fuel bowl on it. I mean, it's a lot of different things you can do with it, but you know, it's just all that depends on what your application is. You don't really need to do all of that if it's just going to be a street car. This right here is street and strip, but like I said, mainly street. So, like I said, if you guys got any questions, feel free, drop a comment down below. And like I said, that's just how you start off, though. So it's a lot more. You can go into detail with it, but that's just how you start off. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video. And y'all stay tuned for more videos to come.